Your brain cannot fully tell the difference between imagination and reality, which means you can train any skill, have confidence in any situation, and have any personality you want, be the ideal future that you want, without doing anything in reality yet. This sounds like motivational garbage, and when I was first studying this or learning about it, I thought the same thing. However, Olympic athletes, concert pianists, and military commanders have been using this skill, this trick, for centuries. So there's science backing it up. But before explaining here, try a simple experiment with me. Imagine holding a lemon. So you need to close your eyes for this. You bring it up to your mouth and bite into it. The sour juice hits your tongue. Your mouth starts watering. Now here's the strange thing. You didn't eat a lemon, but you experienced all of the physiological effects, like your saliva producing in your mouth, overproducing. Because I just did, right? And I'm just talking about it. This is because your body still reacted. Your nervous system still reacted to a simulated experience. It wasn't real. We just used our brains for it. And humans have this really unique ability to do this. So this small reaction reveals a lot about your brain and actually gives you proof that this works. So here's a funny story. When I was younger, I would run simulations, which is the fancy way of saying I would replay situations like something embarrassing or like an argument or whatever, right? I know people do this a lot. And what I would find is in future situations that would occur similar to that vein, I would be good at it. I would know what to say. I'd be quick on my feet, and I would have this weird social poise that I shouldn't have had. And I never really understood it. I just thought I was overthinking. I just thought it was something weird that I did. But when they actually occurred in real life, they didn't feel new because I had already been there before. And that's what I thought. But in a strange way, I had already been there before. So there's a psychological concept called mental rehearsal. The idea is simple. If an imagined experience is vivid enough, sights, sounds, sensations, emotions, your nervous system can store it almost like a real memory, which means you can literally practice reality within your imagination. Not metaphorically, neurologically. This is scientifically true. The trick here is experience gathering so as to improve your self-image. We all have a picture of ourselves, right? Our abilities, our limitations. These simulated experiences give us the groundwork, rather the experience, situations you've been in, etc. And it helps you to improve or build a new image. So here's some more proof. Elite performers have been using this for a long time. So, for example, one of the greatest golfers of all time, Ben Hogan, would mentally rehearse every single shot before taking it. He would see the ball fly. He would imagine the swing. He would feel the club making contact with the ball. And he would let his muscle memory execute the movement and what he had practiced. Ben Hogan, one of the greatest golfers of all time. Why would he do this if it didn't work? He did it for a reason, right? Concert pianists do something similar. Some of the best musicians practice entire compositions in their heads before touching the keyboard. And this is my favorite one, my favorite example. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of the greatest conquerors, he became emperor at some point, reportedly spent years imagining military campaigns and battle strategies before commanding real armies. So in Corsica, he would draw maps, he would have mathematical calculations for troops and supply chains. So he would basically roleplay on steroids, very neurotically. However, because of this, he became competent really early on in his career rather than later on, rather than after amassing experience, because he had already amassed experience. So let's paint a picture that you're very familiar with. You know the feeling. You want to start working out. You want to start building something. You want to start improving your life, but everything inside you says not today. So the real challenge is never discipline. The real challenge has always been its initiation. It's always been initiation. And visualization might be the lightest initiation event that ever exists. If you want scientific evidence, there's studies that have been done. So there were three, but one was a control group, so they don't matter. Two groups of people practicing basketball, getting basketballs into hoops, right? Like hooping. One group practiced for 20 minutes a day in their heads. One group practiced in reality. They improved the same amount. There's other examples. There's studies of people practicing darts in their heads, people practicing in reality. It's the same thing. So here's how you actually use this. Step 1, close your eyes. Breathe deeply, relax. Step 2, create a vivid scene. Keyword vivid. This can be an interview, which actually works as well. This can be literally getting better at boxing. Like you can practice your jab or something, which is actually something I used. Then you make it extremely detailed. What the room looks like, what people are wearing, what the air smells like, how cold it is, how warm it is, how your feet feel like on the surface, whether you're barefoot or not. The more sensory detail, the more your brain treats it as a real experience that you went through. Step 3, just watch your ideal self. React in a way that you, if you were perfect, would. How would you behave? How would you feel? What would you say? Once you find, okay, this is the perfect way I act, this is the perfect thing I would say, you can keep doing it for all of the situations. Not only will you get good when that actual exact situation occurs, like when someone says that exact thing, you'll already know what to say. You get quick on your feet. You get better on your feet, which is an insane superpower to have. And obviously incorporate emotions into it too. Like incorporate emotions as in not that I would be nervous, not negative emotions, not things that you would feel right now, but rather emotions from the perspective of your ideal. How would you feel if you were perfect, if you were everything you wanted to be? How would you feel emotionally in this situation? You would be happy, you would feel confident, etc. So step 5, repeat it again and again. You can do it for 5 minutes. You can do it for 2 hours. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever you think is sustainable, whatever you want to do. The point is, it should kind of feel fun. You shouldn't make it so that it's a hassle. You shouldn't make it like, oh, I have to do this today. It's just something lighthearted. And if you want to get serious with it, you can get serious with it. Like you can literally role play with like how Napoleon would make maps and whatnot. You can do that. Is that fun? Maybe, but it depends on the person, right? I just want you to get a benefit out of this. So here's a strange effect that you will get out of this that I hinted at the beginning. Situations will feel oddly familiar, like you've already been there, because in a sense you have. Your brain has already rehearsed the performance. So when the performance arises literally just naturally, you already know what to do and you will do it. You'll perform just like you imagined. Your brain simply needs to believe, I've been here before, and become comfortable in that situation before the confident version of you exists. In reality, it has to exist in rehearsal first. Reality is just the stage, but the performance always starts in the mind. If you feel the weight is too heavy, if you feel it's too difficult to start, try this. It will work, right? It's the easiest thing you can do that will initiate the activity and the ideal that you want. So give it a try. Tell me how it goes, or don't. Even if you run along and you benefit from it, so long as you got benefit from it, it's good.